Hi, my name is Mike, and I'm part of the client success team at Preemptive. Preemptive has been providing application protection solutions for over 20 years, and we are known for the quality and ease of use of our products. Today, I want to show you a demo of DashO and how to use and configure checks. Checks are pre-built validations DashO can inject into your Java and Android apps. Your apps will then be able to detect unauthorized use, like debugging or tampering. Despite the name, checks do more than just detect these states. They can also react in pre-specified ways, such as exiting the app. Checks can also call into application code, allowing for custom behavior based on the check's result. These reporting and response features are configurable per check, so all of your apps can detect unauthorized uses in the same way, but each app can respond to that detection differently. DashO can inject several checks into your applications. Debug checks if the application is being debugged or is enabled to allow debugging. The Emulator Check will determine if the application is running on an emulator. Hook will detect hooking. Root will determine if the application is running on a rooted device. Shelf life will look to see if the application has expired. Tamper will check if the application has been tampered with. With the exception of shelf life, all the different checks and responses work in a similar fashion. The check can respond in different ways, either immediately or later via a separate response. These checks and responses can be configured via the check's UI or by adding code annotations. Shelf life does not have a separate response. There are several samples which demonstrate the use of the different checks and responses. All of this information and more will be in the description box below. Today, I'm specifically going to show you the debug check. Checks all share the same general behavior. If the check is triggered, you could respond to it in different ways. You could choose one or both of the following. Call a method or set a field. You could have the check state passed back to your application by invoking a method that takes a single boolean or by setting a boolean field. When a check is triggered, the boolean value is true. If the check is not triggered, then false is used. Your application can act on this information immediately or store it for later interaction with a response. Perform a response. There are several immediate responses that can be taken. Exit will exit the application with a random, non-zero return code. Hang will cause the current thread to hang. Error will throw a randomly selected subclass of java.lang.error. Exception will throw a randomly selected unchecked subclass of java.lang.exception. And then none will take no action and is the default. The randomization of return codes and the selection of a throwable is performed at the time the check is injected. Errors and exceptions are thrown with an empty stack trace to conceal their origin. On Android, exit will only close the top activity on the activity stack. The application will close if there is only one activity on that stack. When you select both a response and a custom action, the custom action will be called before the response action is taken. If you do not request either of these, then the check will be skipped and DashO will produce a warning message. An application can contain multiple uses of the check with various configurations. Using more than one check or mixing the responses will hamper attackers. Separating the check and responses makes it difficult for attackers. Having multiple and different responses scattered throughout the application increases the difficulty of attack. Making those responses only happen sometimes can make the attack process maddening. DashO lets you configure your responses to be as simple or as complex as you desire. The response adds code that interacts with a check to separate the check and response code. You could add many responses for the same check. The response coordinates with a check via a boolean value. A value set using the action of the check is retrieved with the source of the response. If the retrieved value is true, then a response is executed. Like the check, the response can perform a canned response. In addition, that response can be made conditional based on a probability factor ranging from 0.0 or never to 1.0, which is always. The default is always 1.0. That was a very quick overview of checks in DashO. If you would like further information, please email us at solutions@preemptive.com. Thank you for watching.